So LEGO Ideas just posted this new article on their website called The Story Behind the New Fan-Voted LEGO Space and Castle minifigures. And it's about the new minifigures in the LEGO Prize Machine set, and there's something at the end that I noticed seems very exciting for us castle fans. It seems like they're hinting at least a new LEGO castle set next year, or possibly even a LEGO theme. Most of the article just talks about the minifigures and a little bit about the history, but there's this part here at the end that I want to read. It says, "And after 12 years of waiting, the krakens and the griffins are the new factions to kneel before us, each brandishing their mythological creature coat of arms and feathered plumes. But the question on everybody's lips is, will they be part of a near future LEGO Castle set release? Here's to hoping." And there's a couple interesting things about this. First of all, it says, "And after 12 years of waiting," which 12 years ago was 2013, the last year of LEGO Castle. So that's what makes me think they might be bringing back the theme, because we have been getting castle sets for since 2020 with the medieval blacksmith. So that makes me think maybe a theme. I'm really hoping that's what that means, or maybe it's not. We really don't know, but it seems like it might be a little bit of a hint. And the other part is, will they be part of a near future LEGO Castle set release? I don't think they would say that if they weren't going to be releasing sets soon. That just seems to me like a very obvious hint at some new set next year. And actually, interestingly, on the box of the LEGO Horse Knights castle that we're getting August, there is in the background, it's really tiny, but there is a faint outline of a castle. So the thing about that is also you can see a dragon on that, and we actually have gotten that dragon as a set, and on the dragon's box, this set was there. So it's possible that that castle we're seeing could be the next set, or maybe not. We have had things in the backgrounds of creator boxes for a while, and I don't think they've always meant things, but that could be the next set. You can't really see much of it at all. There might be a flag at the top that I think looks faintly yellow, so maybe it could be hinting at a Serpent Knight castle, which I think would be a different castle than it seems like they're hinting at for the krakens or griffins. Fingers crossed we get a cool castle next year. And also, the LEGO Lion Knights Castle and Medieval Town Square are retiring this year, which means they do have a big open space for at least one, if not multiple, LEGO Castle sets next year, and it makes sense for them to use the 4 new factions they just released to fill in the gap of where the Black Falcons, Lion Knights, Wolfpack, and Forestmen will be. Hopefully those factions stay on Pick-a-Rick, but I don't know. But yeah, it's possible these 4 new factions could be replacing those ones, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But I really do think next year we will be getting a set of some kind, and really hoping we get an actual theme, because it seems like that definitely could happen. I also noticed that earlier in the article, it's talking about how they designed the minifigures and stuff, and it says, "In our heads, the krakens and griffins are rival factions that reside and battle in more coastal environments, something a bit different from your traditional castle." And that does make it seem like the designers have been thinking about how these factions can be used, and possibly some sets that they could be in, so that could also be a hint. Like I said, also could not mean anything, we don't know. But I feel like it really does make sense for, if we're ever going to get a LEGO Castle theme again, it makes sense for it to be next year, because we just got these 4 new factions for them to make sets off of, and the previous 4 are retiring. And if you look at how popular the castle line has been with the Brooklyn Designer Program, and also the CMFs, all those minifigures people are trying to army build, it makes sense for LEGO to make more sets off of these factions, because they want to use the popularity of these new minifigures to sell sets next year. And like I said, take this with a grain of salt. It doesn't necessarily mean we definitely are getting a sets next year, but it's definitely given me some hope. I really think we'll actually get at least a few sets. We probably won't get a full theme, but I'm really hoping we do, because I would really like to see some, additional variety in the figures, so we just don't have pretty much one figure per faction. So I'd really like to see that with sets, and I do think we could really get some cool stuff with it that would be nice to have a lot more easily available than the mocks are. I really should make a video about what I would like to see if they were to make a theme next year, because that would be really fun to think of all the cool things I could do with the new factions. I especially think to see like some ships with those Kraken Knights would look really cool. It'd be cool to even get a full fleet. I don't think that's going to happen, but that'd be fun to think about. Anyway, if you could give me some ideas, comment below what you would like to see for LEGO Castle next year, and also comment what you would think about this. Do you think this is real? Do you think we're actually getting a theme? Do you think it'll just be a 1 or 2 sets? Or do you think we're not getting anything at all? Maybe I'm just being way too optimistic about it. Hopefully I'm not, but yeah, I really am excited, because I do think this means at least some sets. That I feel pretty confident about. But yeah, really hoping for something good next year. But hopefully this video has given you some hope for good things next year. I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be making some mocks with these new factions, whether we get new sets or not. I just need them to go on Pick-a-Rick so I can get them for a good price. But I do all sorts of mocks on my channel, so if you want to see that, go check them out. But anyway, that's all I've got to say, so thanks for watching.